my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 or. Get it.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around, they've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Does the big boy have the juice? 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Yellow. Underway.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
15. You go take. 43. 43.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on 1st down, Locke, he'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
58 to Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 58.
Ready, fight.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you... And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And here's where I'm perfectly happy to defer to my analyst and let him analyze this one.
I don't get it.
That's the analysis?
That's the analysis. I don't get it. I mean, you're on the other side of midfield. Maybe. But a fake punt way down here, you want analysis? Ridiculous.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. In for the score. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On first down, it's Lindsey. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Go, go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Ready to break.
50, Mike, 50. It's our time. It's our time.
Get it.
On first down, Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Locke now on first down. Flush to his right. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey.
Check out 3.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Hey, exit.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. A little bit of tough catch, though, falls incomplete. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that. Super toe.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. The tackle made by Todd Davis.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yellow. Kick it inside. Kill. Turn up.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. On target over the middle to Hill. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Yellow.
You got block me.
Hey, rip left.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Cross. Delta.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got his man, that's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Williams. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Yellow.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Attack!
On 2nd down now, it's Williams, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City! From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime in what's been a fair... The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard
line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 15.
They start the second half here with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Brings up second and 3. Chiefs 40.
And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Joker. Alert 3.
General West.
Wide. Get wide. Kill.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. First and 10 right at the 20. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
And 8 yards to go.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 23-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mike 51, Mike 51. They're not ready for this, man.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes is going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, maintain. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Yellow!
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
So we got man. He's 23.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Chiefs 26, Broncos 6. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now,
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to sling this deep down. That's caught inside the 20. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Locked to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
You think you gonna get this?
Five.
52.
Yep.
Hey, I'm coming. Hey, Mike 52. Check. 5-2 is the mic.
Ready?
They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
58, boy. 58, Mike. We got to get the...
Again, they'll throw with Locke. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Emmanuel Agba just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, yo, hey, go.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Let's go. 10-2 soft. Smooth.
16 shoulder. 58.
Now.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Darren Lee picks it.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score, Chiefs 33, Broncos 13. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
58, right there. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's
Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Block will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Chiefs, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.